Broadcasting from Studio 300 on Cal Poly's campus, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for this special edition of Mustang News. I'm Jillian Smith. Electronic dance music has been a fast-growing trend among college-age students over the last few years. Here to discuss his successes in the music industry is Michael Harris. Michael, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So you started a DJ business in high school, right?
Yeah.
How old were you when you started?
I started DJing sophomore year in high school, and over 2 years, me and my friend ended up realizing there's a market for proms and homecomings and such like that. So
what got your interest in DJing? What made you decide you wanted to do that?
Well, I got into electronic music sophomore year, and looking up to those artists, it's just a new growing trend, and it became my niche thing. And so over the next 4 years, we ended up turning this business into kind of running Santa Barbara, the whole high school music scene, and some big gigs, throwing 800 people parties, and it ended up becoming kind of like an incredible passion of mine that I had to chase.
So you started this when you were 16. That's fairly young to start a business. How did you promote it? How did you get people to start talking about you and make it such a big thing?
I think the whole process was an incredible learning experience, just like how do you run a business. So we created like business cards and flyers and got our word out over Facebook, and we were one of the first people to make a Facebook page and promote it and learn that whole network, and that was an awesome learning experience, definitely.
So what are some of your favorite events that you've DJ'd for so far?
Favorite events have to be these high school events called Neon Nights, where we got 3 of the biggest high schools in Santa Barbara coming together for an incredible dance experience, where we were able to bring all of our equipment, rent a ton of expensive equipment, and kind of throw a modern rave, which ended up being a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And besides Neon Nights, definitely doing homecoming with my best friend for my home school was one of definitely the top experiences that we've had to date.
How did you get that? How did your school decide to reach out to you? And
well, I was in leadership, and so I ended up throwing my own events through the Audio Addicts while I was still attending the school, and those were pretty successful. And so when we graduated, we got called back to do the homecomings, and later went on to do prom and winter formal, and so we spread out to other high schools after that, and so now we've got an awesome professional network.
So what's next for Audio Addicts? You and your friend you're in different places now, so what's next for Audio Addicts?
Yeah. Well, now it's more of a kind of a solo career. To give it the big summary of it, I'm exploring a new art expression of the audio-visual artist, where I have control of what you see and what you hear. Because of the Audio Addicts, we learned how to do the lighting, the visuals, and the music all ourselves. And so.
Okay, well, that's all we have time for today.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Mustang News, and stay tuned for CPTV.